Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Sumukascha Yekadantascha Kapilo Gajakarnakaha. Lambodharascha Vikato Vignarajo Vinayakaha. Dhumaketur Ganadhyakshaha Palachandro Gajananaha. Vakratundaha Surpakarno Hirambaha Skandapurvajaha. Suklam Baradharam Vishnum Sasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopasantaye Yasyadharada Vaktradhya Parishadhya Parasatam Vigdham Nigdhanti Satatam Vishvaksenam Tamasraye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheswaraha Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Satchidananda Rupaya Krishnaya Aklishtakarine Namo Vedanta Vedhyaya Gurave Buddhisakshine Krishnadvaipaya Namvyasam Sarvabhuta Hiteratam Vedabcha Bhaskaram Vande Samadhi Nilayam Munim Janmadhyasya Yataha Anvayat Itaratascha Artheshu Abhignaha Swarat Tene Brahma Hridayah Adi Kavaye Mukhyanti Yat Surayah Tejovari Mridam Yata Vinimayah Yatrat Sargo Brusha Dhamna Svena Sada Nirasta Kuhakam Satyam Param Dhimahi Dharmaha Prochida Kaitavaha Atra Paramo Nirmat Saranam Satam Vedyam Vastavam Atra Vastu Sivadam Tapatrayon Mulanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Kimva Parairisvaraha Sadhyaha Hridi Avarudhyatehe Atra Krutibihi Susrushbihi Tatkshanat Nigama Kalpataroho Galitam Phalam Sukamukat Amrutadrava Samyutam Pibhata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muguraho Rasikaha Bhuvi Bhavukaha Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet. With Bhagavan's grace, let us continue from where we left off in our last session. We came up to Slokam 30 in Adhyayam 24, Skandam number 3. Number 30, okay. So we took 28, 29 and 30 together, and now we'll take up 31. Tani eva. Now this is Kardama worshipping Bhagavan, Kapila, and it's a beautiful, very beautiful prayer that's going on. 31 is Tani eva te abhirupani rupani bhagavataha tava yani yani cha rochante sa jananam arupinaha. Tani eva te abhirupani rupani bhagavataha tava yani yani cha rochante Swajananam Arupinaha. Now, when Bhagavan comes down in Avataram, and the form that he takes, who determines that form? How is it done? Very beautifully it is described here. Bhagavan, Arupinaha, the formless one, Tava, to you, Yani Rupani, whatever forms, Tani eva, those, sa jananam cha yani rochante. Very important. Sa jananam, as we saw earlier, the bhaktas. Bhaktas are the sa jananam. As Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita, he is me and I am him. When he talks about a bhakta, there is no difference. When he talks about a jnani, there is absolutely no difference. And so Swajananam is bhaktas, yani rochante. What forms do they desire? Those forms, they api rupani. Those are the forms that you don. In other words, the formless takes a form and manifests itself. It manifests itself in the form desired by the devotee. And all of us, it is like a cow gives milk to its calf. And the main purpose of the cow secreting its milk is to feed the calf only. But we get benefited by that act. Like that, Bhagavan comes mainly for the call and the yearning and to give succor to the devotee in the form that the devotee desires. And all of us benefit tremendously from that simple act. So the form of Bhagavan, the formless entity, the prema, takes a form that is desired by, most pleasing to his devotees. Taniyeva te abhirupani rupani bhagavatah tava Bhagavan tava yani yani cha rochante sa jananam arupinah. Number 32. Tvam surbihi tattva bubrutsaya yadabi vadarhana patapitham aisvarya vairyagi yasah avabodha viryastriya purtam aham prapadye. Again, this is a tremendous tendency we have, and very common, is that how can we even begin to worship the Nirguna Bhagavan? How is it possible? It is beyond our ability, beyond our experience, beyond our limited way they approach things. And so we give lots of gunangal to the Nirguna Bhagavan. One of them, Vatsalyam, Aiswaryam, Vairagyam. See, all these are various gunangal that we attribute, and that comes out here to that Bhagavan who possesses in excellence all these qualities. I surrender to is the meaning of this slokam. Tvam surbihi tattva bubhrutyaya sadabi vadarhana. See, vada haruhana is a very important word, right? Padapitham aisvarya vairyagi yasaha avabodha virya sriya purtam aham prapadye. So surbihi means people who know, vidvangal, true vidvangal, not a book knowledge or a scholarship of studying the Vedas and doing discourses and an in-depth study of that. No. It has nothing to do with intelligence or intellect. This is the knowledge that comes from personal anubhavam, the true knowledge, vidvangal who really know. Again, remember, recall the important teaching. All the things we consider to be knowledge are always tinged with doubt. Always tinged with doubt. We can never be certain about anything, okay, that the mind tries to grasp, that intelligence tries to understand. However fantastic and fabulous my arguments may be, my substantiations may be, and especially nowadays, we give rational arguments, so to speak. Everybody thinks that we may believe in that because they think rationality is where it is at. Rationality itself is a trap, because that is something that it makes sense within the limits of one's intelligence. And we know very well there are things beyond intelligence. So the true Vidwan is one who knows, vid, to know. And that comes from personal experience, anubhavam only. So these people, suribihi, they are suras. They are the most courageous, most advanced. Okay? But suribihi, tattva bubhutsya, tattvam, the tattvam means the essence. Okay? To translate it very quickly, tattvam is the essence. There is one common, constant, unchanging, all-pervading essence in everything within me and without me. Outside of me, inside me, everywhere around, there's only one common essence. One essence only. Not even common means common among different things. It's not that. It is one essence. And that tattvam, bubhutsya, to desire that, to desire to know that, to desire to the Suribihi to know that, to experience that. Tvam Suribihi Tattva Bubutseya Sadabihi Vadarhana Pada Pitam Aisvarya Vairagya Yataha Avabodha Viryasraya Purtam Aham Prapadye. So Adha, next one is Suryasya Vadarhana Pada Pitam. Suribihi Sadabi, okay. The Avabodha Viryasraya. So the next one is Sadabi Vadarhana. Sadabi at all times. Vadarhana means Vada Arhana. When in Bhagavad Gita, when you read, many times Arjuna will say, Tvam Arhasi, if you think I desire that, if you think I deserve that, then please grant me the Viswarupa Darshanam. Okay, if you think I deserve that, what does this mean? It means at a kindergarten level, a child cannot be taught the PhD level knowledge, right? And we all know that in our worldly matters. So like that, the supreme knowledge is something that I can experience when I become ready for it. I have to mature, I have to ripen, right? The mind has to be pure. So there's so many preparatory work is required on that. So the Arhasi denotes that deservedness. Okay, Vada Arhanam means, to put it in a simple manner, one who is really deserves to be worshipped. Arhana, Vada Arhana. Vada means speech, words of worship. One who actually deserves to be worshipped through words of worship, only Bhagavan, isn't it? So Vada Arhana. So Suribihi Tattva Bubhutsya Adha Sadabi Vadarhana. Okay, and the Suribihi Tattva Bubutsyaya Adha. Adha is the word that comes after that. Okay, Adha means directly. Sadabi Vadarhana, all times in all ways, you deserve to be worshipped. Pada Pitam, the Bhagavan's lotus feet. Aisvarya Vairagya, the one who has those feet. Aisvarya Vairagya Yasaha. Aisvaryam Vairagyam. Yasas means the fame, the reputation that comes from selflessness. Okay? And Vairagyam, Vairagyam means not to be bothered or touched in any way by the temporary things in this world. Jnanam is personal experience of Bhagavan, the knowing which everything becomes known. That is Jnanam. Then Aisvaryam means lordship. It does not mean money. It does not mean power. Okay, it means simply lordship. Lordship means the true leadership qualities. To put it in a management language, who's the actual true leader? If you really look at it, one who cares for his people, who knows about his people more than their mothers do, and cares for them even more. That is the true leader, like Parikshit was. Okay, classic example. And like Dasharatha Maharaja was, right? The moment we say Rama was like that, immediately we think, oh my God, Rama is Bhagavan's avataram, so it's something that I cannot do. So that kind of a hesitation comes in one's mind, isn't it? To emulate him. But people like Parikshit, people like Kanchi Paramacharya, who was born very ordinary person like you and me, but he rose to heights because of the leadership of selfless sacrifice. Same way Abdul Kalam, right? So ordinary people, through their conduct, right? And the conduct fundamentally is based upon only serving others selflessly, caring for others above, over one's own needs. That sacrifice is where the true knowledge is. And people who do that, they automatically have Aisvaryam. They have that natural, inherent quality of leadership that comes. Everybody will follow them. They don't have to have a powerful position. They do not have to be very wealthy. They do not have to be a position in the society. Nothing, but people will follow them because of their conduct and their mindset, which cares for others. So again, the Aiswaryam, Vairagyam, Yasas, Jnanam, all these Bhagavan has. Avabodha, Virya, Sriyam, Viryam, Sriyam, we saw the other day what the word Sri means. Sri means a number of things. One is all the materialistic resources, as well as things like knowledge and education and so many things in the world that are required for us to live. And another meaning is Sri also denote the aspect of it that gives asrayam, protection, right? When I go and surrender somewhere, I must get protection, isn't it? That ability, that quality that we have, Bhagavan has. All these, in addition to Padapidam, which is Sadabi Vadarhana Padapidam, the one that really must be and deserves to be the worshipable. In addition to that, these various qualities, Aiswaryam, Vairagyam, Yasaha, Virya, Sriyam, Purtam, all these are complete, total. This is not a quantity type of a thing. When we say something is complete, something is full, we immediately think in terms of quantity, isn't it? No, this is a quality thing. That is where the Upanishad teaching comes in, which is Purnamadaha, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnam Udachyate, Purnasya Purnam Adaya, Purnam Eva Vasishyate. This is full, that is full. You take from the full, what is taken is also full, what is remaining is also full. So this is beyond mathematics, and we all know simple way to experience this teaching is the sweetness of any sweet item that we take, or even a salt dish, it doesn't matter. I say sweet because we can all relate to it very easily. You take a jalebi or a laddu or whatever it is, the sweetness of it, okay, can never be described, right? And the quality of that is something that when you recall or whatever, that always is there. That is on a materialistic temporary thing, which is associated with the sweetness of the sugar. But the sweetness, the essence that gives the sweetness that is present in my tongue, and which means basically present in me, that prema is something that is total, always full. And the other interesting thing is, it's always expanding. Very important thing to understand. That's where expansion is life, is what Avatara Purushan says. That is why the selflessness becomes very important. Okay, the more selfish I am, the more narrow-minded and of course more miserable I will be. The moment I start showering compassion and really caring for others, then you see a huge burden lifted from off your shoulders, lifted off. Very simple thing to follow in one's life. So that Purtam, Tvam Aham Prapadye, to you I surrender, is what Kardama says right in the beginning of before you and I, our lineage was actually born, right when the Swayambhuva Manu time. Okay, we're going to the beginning of how a human being took birth. Okay, please understand that. So right there, and that principle, that dharmic teaching that we get from the way that Kardama offers us prayer, okay, we can see that to this day also it is very valid, isn't it? It has withstood the test of time, and it is really an eternal teaching. Tvam Suribihi Tattva Bubutsaya Adha Sadabhi Vadarhana Padapitham Aiswarya Vairagya Yasaha Avabodha Viryaha Sriyaha Purtam Aham Prapadye. Now next is number 33. Param Pradhanam Purusham Mahantam Kalam Kavim Trivrutam Lokapalam Atma Anubhutya Anugata Prapancham Swachanda Saktim Kapilam Prapadye. Kapila Muni Avataram is talking about Param Pradhanam Purusham Mahantam Kalam Kavim Trivrutam Lokapalam Atma Anubhutya Anugata Prapancham Swachanda Saktim Kapilam Prapadye. These words, these Sanskrit words are unbelievable, each one of them. You will find them in Vedam, in Upanishads, okay, in Bhagavad Gita, everywhere. It is when Bhagavan is described, these kind of Sanskrit padangal are used. Each one of them is divine in itself, in its meaning, because these are all nothing but sabdangal, right? And sabdam means sound. It's a sound vibration, and that originates from our mooladharam. But when it comes from the mooladharam, this is Bhagavan Shakti, it goes through 3 modifications. And the third modification is when the sound becomes audible to us in our senses. Okay? But prior to that, it has undergone 2 modifications prior to that. To hear that sound, which is internal, not external, then we must advance spiritually. Mind must become pure, will be focused internally. Then those sabdangal can also be heard. But at our level, the audible sound vibrations, and each one of them comes from different parts of our mouth and tongue combination. I won't go into that. Okay, and as the sound traverses from internal to the outside of our mouth, there are different places where it makes different sound, and that is how Sanskritam was born. But important thing is the root sabdam for each one of these words is divinity itself. Amazing meaning it has got. So Param, Pradhanam, Purusham, Mahantam, Kalam, Kavim, Trivrutam, Lokapalam, Atma Anubhuti, Anugata, Prapancham, Swachanda Satyam, Kapilam, Prapadye. That Kapilam, that Kapila, to that Kapila, I surrender to Kapilam, to that Kapila. Who's that Kapila? Param. He is supreme. Supreme is a word we use in English. But Param means something that is beyond this prapancham. It is present in the prapancham, but it's also beyond. Okay. In English, we say supreme, and we move on. But the quality of this sabdam is such that this is something beyond. Beyond what? Beyond all the temporary things. That is a permanence that is present in all the temporary things, but it is beyond the temporary things. Okay, so Param, Pradhanam, okay, the Pradhanam means the one that manifests as the Prakriti. What does this mean? Prakriti simply means the 3 gunas, nothing more than that. Okay. Now, Prapancham is basically Pancham. Pancham means 5. Prapancham is the one made out of 5 Bhudangal. Okay, Panchabhudangal as we call it. So everything is made out of that. And everything is part of Prakriti. The Panchabhudangal are also part of Prakriti because each one has got those 3 qualities. They're Rajasic, Tamasic, and Sattvic. So, what does this mean? So, Pradhanam means one who's established and manifests himself through the Prakriti. Okay, that Pradhanam. Swachanda Satyam. Now, Param, because he is beyond all that, the Parameswara, Param, again the word Param comes in there, right? And that, the Bhagavan, when the Nirguna Bhagavan, invisible, formless, manifests in a way we call it, right, as we try to say in English, the manifestation simply means it has to be perceived. And if it has to be perceived means there has got to be some perceptible tools. And then, in order for that to be perceived, the perceptible tools must perceive it. That means the invisible, the imperceptible one becomes perceivable by donning certain limitations, right? And these limitations, temporariness, the illusions, whatever we call it, that is the Maya. That the Bhagavan, when he does this, along with these manifestations, the various Svachanda Satyam, that the various powers or being they shine in this prapancham. They're illustrated, right? One can feel the various powers. So that is what Sanchasta Satyam Param, Swachanda Satyam by his own Sakti, Pradhanam, adorning the Prakriti, the form of the Prakriti. That Purusham, once the Prakriti is Kriyam, the Virat Purushan, as the Purusha Suktam says, the Bhagavan not only is a form of the Prakriti, but also is an indweller in the Prakriti. This is very important. There is nothing, even though we talk about power of separation, Maya and all that, truly speaking, nothing is separated. That is the illusion. So Bhagavan is present even in the temporary appearance, temporariness of the Prakriti. Same like I am present in the image, in my image on the mirror, right? So I am in that image, okay, but I am not that image, right? But because of me, that image appears. In that sense, I am present in that image, okay? And so, it's very important to understand this. When I said I am in that image, is it not that I'm present in the image? That's an illusion, right? You see that. But the image happens, the image is present in me, to put it in another way. So Bhagavan is the indweller in everything. That is Purusham. Mahantam, greater than the Bhagato Maniya, Mahiyan. In the, whatever we think is great, Bhagavan is greater than that. I mean, it's unbelievable. Any quality, any action, anything that I accomplish, okay, there is always beyond that is where Bhagavan is. And as Taraja says very powerfully, speaking about Rama, and that's very true with Avatar Purushan also, that I've been blessed to interact with. If you take a Vak Chaturya, for example, there's some people who are excellent, gifted speakers. Speakers does not mean giving discourses and speeches. I'm talking about the ability to speak, on any subject, on people ask questions and then you give answers. There is Chaturyam involved because there is a skill involved in that. And it's the same way Rama was. There's no way you can trap him. Any question you ask, he will answer the way you'll be amazed at the way the answer will come, depending upon our mindset. If I'm egoistic and arrogant, correspondingly an answer will come. If I'm very humble and very obedient, completely surrendered to him, another answer will come. The Chaturyam of Bhagavan is just one example I'm giving on the Vak Chaturyam. Like that, in everything is greater than the greatest. Okay, Kalam, for one who is a Kala Swarupi, right? And that is a Kalam is a tool that is used to it plays its role in Prakriti. Prakriti and Kalam are two different things in Bhagavan's creation. Okay, I'm putting it on an intellectual basis. Prakriti is nothing but the three gunas in equilibrium. But the three gunas are absolutely equilibrium. Okay, but that equilibrium gets disturbed by Kalam. The same Bhagavan in Kala Swarupam disturbs that equilibrium. That is why in our life we can experience sometimes I'm very sattvic, I'm very balanced, I'm very peaceful. Okay, sattvic tendency is dominant. And the same thing goes another couple of hours later, I become rajasic and angry and all that. What has happened? Okay, the gunas are within me. The time, the Kalam keeps disturbing the equilibrium. Okay, and that is the Kalam. Kalam, Bhagavan was present like that. Trivrutam, now we're talking about the Gunanga, Satvikam, Rajasam, Tamasam. Okay, and the interesting thing is from these Gunangal, okay, from the from the Tamasic Gunam actually came Ahamkaram, the feeling that I am the doer, associating myself with body and mind. Right? We all feel so guilty doing that sometimes. Oh my God, no, that's wrong. No, that's also Bhagavan in play. That's the Gunam in doing its job. Okay, so Trivrutam. So whether even as Swami very beautifully says, when you are bound, when you're handcuffed, okay, your freedom is limited, right? We all are chained to a tree or whatever it may be. Now I can use iron chain to bind you, or I can use a silver chain to bind you, or I can use a gold chain to bind you. It's the tamasic, rajasic, and sattvic tendencies are exactly like that. See, each gunam, sattvic gives us balance, a little bit more peace. It's a balanced mindset that gives us more peace, but still it's a bondage, right? You have to go beyond that gunam. So here, Trivritam means through the three gunangal, and along with that comes because each one is intimately tied with this ahankara. So if I'm sattvic, for example, yes, I still feel I am this body, I am this mind, I'm separate from Bhagavan, isn't it? So Bhagavan who appears as the three gunangal, along with that, with the tinged, inseparable from that, the feeling of ahamkaram, right? The feeling of separation is there, right? So that Trivritam, one who's like that, Lokapalam, that you know very much, the one who's protecting, and we I think we talked about, I'm not sure whether we did or not, but talked about how immensely difficult it is to protect. To poshanam means to protect, okay? Palam is poshanam, and like Gopalan we say, to protect something, to give succor. Protect does not mean only giving it food, giving it peace of mind. So come, right? That's an immensely difficult job that we can see in our own life, taking care of our children, taking care of our dependents, right? It is not easy. Very difficult it is. And so that Lokapalam, one who's actually protecting you and me and giving us everything we need at the time we need them. If I'm hungry, I get food, right? I don't have to wait 1 month to get it, right? So things happen in our life. We just are blind to the fear, to the truth, how Bhagavan is really, really protecting us in so many ways at any given time. We miss it, okay? But he is doing it, Lokapalam. Not only you and me, but including an ant, an earthworm, a blade of grass. Everything is being protected by him. Lokapalam. Atmanu bhutva, Atma anubhutva. Atma anubhutva, anugata prapancham. Atma anubhutva, anugata prapancham. Anugata prapancham, this whole creation, prapancham, universe, whatever we call it, okay, where is it actually? Is it out there or is it within me? It's a very important question, because what is within me is what I see outside. There is really nothing outside of me. I imagine, project things from what within me to outside. That is why, even though physically we all may be living here in Plano or wherever we are living, right? And the world looks different, right? A little bit of difference here and there. But our mental world, even though we may be in the same room and having dinner around the same dining table, even making a common topic of conversation, it doesn't matter. Each one of us lives in a mental world that is actually different from the other. There are differences. That itself is the clearest proof that I create my own world that I live in. And the Anugata Prapancham, the whole Prapancham is Atma Anubhutva. It is when I become one with my own conscience, with my own Hridayam, with my own Atma, and when I experience that, then I really see the whole Prapancham within me. This is what Bhagavan says in Gita. Okay, I am in everything, and everything is in me. The Jnani knows that. This is what he says so beautifully. This is what. So Atmanubhutva Anugata Prapancham. Okay, that Kavim. Kavim means not just a poet, not the Trikala Jnani. Kavim is the one who actually writes, has written, and the divine poetry of our lives. My life, your life, everybody's life, right? It's a beautiful poem. Page after page it comes, which we discover every moment, every day, every year, right? But he's a divine poet. So he knows what was there and what is now, what is going to happen, right? Everything, the divine poet, the poetry, the poem of our life is so sacred and so fabulous it is for each one of our life. Even though we may go through some suffering here and there and all that, when you look back at it on a macro basis, it's a phenomenal divine poem. He's a divine poet. That Kavi, that Kapila Prapadye, I surrender to that Kapila Muni. Kapila Muni comes later. Param Pradhanam Purusham Mahantam Kalam Kavim Tribhratam Lokapalam Atma Anubhuti Anugata Prapancham. Or that this here actually Atma Anubhutya, it's Anubhutva, it's Atma Anubhutva Anugata Prapancham Svat Chanda Saktim Kapilam Prapadye. Then there's one more slokam before Bhagavan replies. Let us see what the time is now. The time is 9:37. So I stop now and we will take it up with Bhagavan's case tomorrow. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Sante Sante Santi. Harihi Om.